Here's a small segment from the Pre-Patch podcast. Enjoy.
All right, Enigma. This we're gonna turn it over to you. Is heretical?
Heretical.
Heretical?
Yeah,
Nice, right?
heretical. Yep.
Heretical.
Heretical.
I know how to
Hey,
English.
hey, fucker! That is heretic, and if I add an AL to the end of it, it's heretical. But anyway,
Oh goodness. Yeah,
heretical.
this is heretical. It's a another Souls-like game. I know you're gonna hate that, Bill, but it does feel very Souls-like, except for in a top-down, like a top-down
It looks like RuneScape.
action RPG almost, right?
A little bit. Yeah.
But it also has some like cool features in comparison to like, or when it comes down to like, they've pushed vampire survivor mechanics into it as well, where like as you're going through these runs, you're getting equipment and upgrades for
kinda
your
cool.
character. Not only like equipment upgrades, but also like like ability upgrades too. So like there's later on you'll see like I get like I think the first one that I came across was like I shoot like a bolt of lightning out every couple of seconds. The next
Okay.
one was like every 5 attacks or something like that. There's like a cone of fire that goes off in front of me, right? So it's very similar to those new age like I said, like vampire survivors,
The auto battlers.
kind of,
Yeah.
yeah. But this one's not an auto battler. It's more of an action RPG than anything. So
Got some V
very
Rising feel to it. a
yeah,
bit,
kind of, yeah.
You know, just
Very
aesthetically.
reminiscent of like a Diablo meets kind of Souls like. You do go up against bosses. They do have mechanics. You have like a dodge mechanic, you have a perfect parry mechanics, and like block mechanics and everything like that. Yeah, it's free right now. The demo was on Steam. I was looking at it the other day, and I thought it looked really cool. I didn't get too far into these because I suck at these games when it comes down to like fighting the bosses. I did kill the first one, I believe. I killed 2 of them. I killed the first 2 bosses. I killed the one guy, or the first guy in the first area, and then the second, I think she was like a side boss. She did like a lot of like AoEs and like ground line attacks and everything like that. So I didn't get too terribly far, and then there was like this weird mechanic where like I got transported into this like dimension of darkness, and I was having to
Mhm.
fight these tentacles that were just slamming down, and I couldn't DPS fast enough to kill them, and I was slowly taking damage as I was doing it, right? So I unfortunately that was where I ended this run, but it's I don't know, man. I think
And
it's
it's
got
run
a
based.
it is run based. Yep. So whenever you die, you upgrade like your stats and everything like that. I think I fall off the edge of the cliff on this one right here. I
So
found
it's like
out
a
you could do
roguelike
that.
in
Yeah,
a way.
it is a roguelike. Yep.
But it's
So
the same run every time, or is it procedurally generated?
I every run that I did, the 2 or 3 runs that I did, it was the same exact like
Interesting.
layout.
Okay.
So I don't know if they intend to have like random generation in the game or not.
Right.
I hope they do, because like
Yeah, I was
if
about to
it's
say
the
that
same,
sounds like it might be
yeah.
a little bit boring.
Yeah,
that's
if
what
it's
I
the
was
same
thinking.
one, it'll be a little bit tedious after like the first 4 or 5 runs, right?
Right.
I do know
Especially
that
if
they
you're going
do.
against like really easy enemies all the time in
Yeah,
the beginning run of the run. I
yeah.
don't know.
I
I'm
do
sure there
know
might be
that.
a checkpoint later in the game
Well,
though.
that's what I was about to say. I do know that there's like certain areas that
Okay.
like once you clear the area, you can open gates and open doors, and I'm assuming that once you open that door, it'll be open for your next run, so you don't have to like go the same path, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I just haven't gotten to that point yet. But it's pretty competent, man. Like I don't know how much it's going to be. They don't have it's planned for early access at some point in
I like the style.
2024, I believe.
It's kind of cute. Little
trying
cute
to-
guys. Oh,
They do not have a release date, so
I don't know.
it's whenever it releases. That's when it releases. The main features for it that they got: unlockable characters. You can unlock new characters, each with a unique set of skills and proficiencies. Level up mechanics. Custom character builds, which is kind of cool. I like that because you can like swap out your main weapons and your secondary weapons. I think this run right here, I picked up a like a magic wand, and I was just using that, nothing but that. Ranged feels extremely overpowered in this game. I think that they're gonna have to balance that a little bit, because you can literally just kite things and it becomes easy, other than bosses, right?
And this is on demo
It's got
right now?
randomized items. It is on a demo. Yeah, this is a free demo. It's got randomized items, prophecy cards, which are like achievement systems that allow the player to unlock new game mechanics and skills and items. The Well of Stars enables the players to further improve their character skills and perks by adding a variety of unique builds. Darkness, which was that thing that I had that kind of fucked me up. Reaching the kill count limit, the player faces the nameless abyss and an overpowered boss. Kill it to proceed or get consumed by the darkness. Spoiler
So
alert!
it's like
I got
it's like
consumed.
it's like a gulag, but in a single player
Kinda.
game.
Kinda, and then obviously boss fights, multiple bosses, each with their own unique skills, everything like that. So, I don't know, man. I'm not usually a big fan of like Dark Souls-esque games like this, right? When it comes down to like having to go in and defeat bosses and everything like that.
This one gives
has
me less Dark
enough.
Souls though.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. This
it's
gives me
not-
enough of like the action RPG meets
That's
like Vampire
more
Survivors.
comparable, yeah, ARPG
That's
style.
I think I could kind of get into this. I had a lot of fun with it. I played it for like I think like 45 minutes to an hour, and I still want to play it. Like I still want to go and do runs.
I really think
Um,
Enigma. I think that you're a roguelike fan, man. I think that you would like
I
games
think
like
I
Dead
think I'm
Cells and shit
starting.
like that.
I think I'm starting to get there, dude. Like I really do. I wasn't ever really like a roguelike fan up until the point that you have like Vampire Survivors, or even what's the one that we're always talking about with the Greek gods that I've never fucking played. I need to play
Hades.
it. Hades, yeah, Hades.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
want to play
You've
Hades.
got a huge catalog of good
Dude,
roguelikes
there's
that you can
some
go back and
great
play.
roguelikes.
Yeah,
Binding
even
of
Dead
Isaac.
Cells.
I played Bindings of Isaac. I actually quite enjoyed Binding
I
of
want to go
Isaac.
back and
Hell
play
yeah.
the co-op Binding of Isaac. The official
I
co-op. I'd love to play
the other
that.
one, the other one, I fucking call goat lamb. What's the lamb? The fucking
Lamb of
Cult
the
of the
Goat,
Lamb.
Cult of the Lamb.
God.
I fucking
Cult.
love Cult of the Lamb, bro. That shit was amazing. That's an amazing game.
Yeah.
We're not talking about that though. This game, I think that if you like any of those franchises, you'll really enjoy it. But yeah, that's
Cool. That is
Nice.
But all I got-
Heretical.
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 Yep.
Thanks again for checking out the Patch Notes, part of the Pre-Patch Podcast, which we do live every Thursday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Or you can check us out on anchor.fm/Pre-Patch Podcast or any place that podcasts are listened to. Thanks again. Much love.